Hey, this is Lionel Jefferson, Extro Studios, introducing Real Talk. I just had I had a thought on why marriages fail and why people are so eager to get married. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm a product of a marriage that lasted 17 years. Got married when I was 19 years old. Faithfully married for 17 years. Unfortunately, my wife no longer wanted to be married. But 15 years happily married, nothing wrong. But here's what, as I go through the dating process, or have went through the dating process, this is what I've evaluated. And you know, when you are 19 years old, or even when you got your high school sweethearts, kudos to those who have made it thus far, but you still got that much more farther to go. It's a difference between 10 years and 20 years and 30 years and forever. Mind you, it's a difference between a few years and forever. So here's my analogy of it. When I fell in love at 17 years old and knew that I wanted to marry this beautiful, beautiful person, that at that age my sexual hormones was going crazy, and she was beautiful and everybody wanted her, and that was the love. But what happens in many cases is that we look at our future from the snapshot of the love that we have now. Let me repeat that. We look at our future once we find somebody that we love and attracted to, and they're happy, we're happy, and we're going out and we're enjoying all of the fruits that love brings. But I build a future with her with the snapshot of the love that I have for her now. I think this is very unwise as you get older and you go through things and you calculate. See, at the age of 19 or the age of 20 or even 25, when you find somebody that you love and you love and you feel like you want to spend the rest of your life with them, mind you, you're only viewing the love from the position that you are in at that moment. You can't build a relationship to last forever based on the love that you have at this moment. And what I mean about you have to calculate your season of love. See, from 19 to 25, there may be a season, and then that 25-year-old mate of yours end up having thoughts or end up looking at it as a future or an evaluation, or things are going on in his body, in his life, that causes him to change. Did you calculate that when you snapshot the love that you had for him at 19? When you build something for a lifetime, you got to look through the seasons. You got to talk to older people that have had a great experience in modeling marriage life for you and say, look, when a man gets this age, these are some of the things that he goes through. Are you willing to go through that? That's building a marriage or a relationship that will last for a lifetime. Or if you talk to an older man and the older man tell you, hey man, when a woman get this age, or when a woman do this, or when a woman do that, this is what, you know, you have to deal with. It's not nothing personally about her. It's just the nature and the anatomy of a woman. It's about the nature and the anatomy of a man. You see, and a lot of times we don't calculate that. And when you're 20 years old and married, and by the time y'all 30 years old and you're both going through these changes that you did not calculate, now you feel like you didn't fail out of love. I've heard people try to water it down and saying, you know, I love him, but I'm not in love. That's because you're still in love with the season that you fell in love with him in. And he's changed out of that season, meaning that he's growing. Or she's changed out of that season, meaning that she is growing. If you didn't calculate the downfalls of relationships and the peaks of relationships, you are in a relationship that's only going to last through a couple of seasons if you didn't think it all the way through. You have to ask yourself, can I go through these seasonal changes with my mate until we grow up to be the mature adults that love each other and be able to enjoy the rest of our life in love and prosperity of each other? So please take your time, calculate the changes that each individual will make. And that way you will not have a 10-year relationship, but you'll be building a relationship that will last for a lifetime.